Hi, I'm Sean Maxwell from Atma. Do you ever get out of the shower and, of course, it's cold, but do you ever feel like it's colder than it should be? There's reasons for that. We're going to go over one of them that I think you might miss, and I'm going to try to fix it and see if I can make it better. So if you like videos like this, please like this video and then consider subscribing. Thanks to Efficiency Matrix for hosting me. Let's get into what I think is the problem in this bathroom. So we have a shower and a bath here. Sometimes if you're sitting on the toilet and the exhaust fan is running here, you feel a cold draft coming from somewhere. But where is it coming from? Well, if you put your hands up close to this bathtub, you'll see that you can actually feel air coming out of cracks in the tub enclosure here. This sealant here has obviously failed over time. It's always going to happen. Sealants have to be replaced. But there's a lot of air coming from the tub enclosure itself. Even now, without the fan on, just with weather, I can feel air coming in here. These panels are a little bit loose because I pulled them out earlier, but I'm going to pull this away and show you that the lack of an air barrier behind this tub is what's causing lots of leakage. So I'm going to try to address some of that and see what I can reach and what's inaccessible. First thing I'm going to do is try to remove these bath panels without damaging them. This is an old fiberglass enclosure, so these bath panels here are stuck on pretty well with clips. So I have a suction tool this is for doing flooring or plenum testing, but I'm going to use it to pull these panels off. This big one is the hard one, so I'm going to try to do this first because I don't want to snap this. There are clips that hold it underneath. I just want to make sure I pull this off without snapping it. And put this off to the side. Okay, I've got some light here, and now I can see what I suspected. There are huge holes that the air comes up under the tub and then out through all the cracks in the tub enclosure. So this one goes right down to the crawl space below, right? You can actually see ground down there. It's actually dirt down there. So that goes right to the outside. With the exhaust fan on, you can see the cobwebs moving here. Over here, we have a crack along the entire length behind the tub. And that crack goes all along the corner of the wall. You can see mouse droppings there. Those just gather over time because they find it a nice warm place to be. And over here, same exact thing. A crack that goes all the way to the other end of the wall, and also penetrations throughout. These add a lot of leakage that has to make it out somewhere. When the exhaust fan is sucking, it's sucking that into the bathroom air. So that's what you're breathing. So I've turned on the exhaust fan, and so I'm using this fog maker here to show you how much air comes up from that floor. It actually smells very musty because that's being sucked up from the ground. These holes in the wall as well, they'll leak a lot. The holes in the wall and then the crack all along the exterior is leaking. So the big idea here is that behind this tub, there should be a complete air barrier. There should be a complete wall behind this. What they've done here is to save costs, they've not done tiling along the bottom of the wall. Even though they used plasterboard, they didn't seal the plasterboard down to the floor. There's no good reason for air to leak in and out of the wall back there. So that should be sealed all along this wall and along the other wall as well. So that whole crack along the bottom, complete air barrier, should be totally sealed. That's what I'm going to try to do. First, I'm just going to remove some of the debris back there. There was some old wiring from the old heat pump, the old pool pump that was there, still there, even though the pool doesn't work anymore. I'm going to try to clean this up. So I'm going to try to deal with the biggest and easiest one first, which is this gigantic hole to the ground. So I can smell when the fan is on that it's drawing air up from that musty underfloor space. So I'd love to block air off of that. That's the biggest path to here, so it's probably the easiest to deal with as well. So I'm going to try to use some foam board. This is left over from another project, so foam board and then expanding foam from a gun. So I'll try to cut this to fit. Okay, so I've cut some pieces mostly to shape. Use some scraps. My dad always says, use your waste first. So before I put these in, I'm going to set this into some spray foam. So I'll put some filler foam here. I'll put expanding foam along here and then set this into the foam, and that'll act as a bit of an adhesive, a pretty mild adhesive. It'll also, basically the hole is going to be under here, and it will make a seal along the underside of this. So I don't need to worry about getting around the entire backside of this. I won't be able to get it anyway. So I'm going to fill this up with foam, generous amount of foam. So this will be enough for the back piece. Make sure I still get some foam underneath there. Really make sure I get a seal. Okay, so I'm going to let that cure for a bit and harden up. And if there's anything that I need to trim back, I can trim it with a knife afterwards, but it'll take some time to cure. So I'll let that cure. All right, so I'm to the point where I'm trying to get after some of the tougher stuff. So got the big hole in the floor, but now to get that edge along the back of the tub, that's going to be difficult. I'm going to try something. I was going to try using a bit of hose on the end of the foam gun, but I'm not sure how well that would work. So what I might try to do is take a long piece of foam board and then put a thick bead of foam on top, almost like buttering a piece of toast, and then right at the last moment, flip the piece of toast over, butter side down, see if I can seal that leak with the foam by flipping it over. Give it a try. Okay, for the last part, I tried it and it worked. Tipped a little bit of old hose on the end of this foam gun and was able to get some of the deeper corners in the back. So I think I got most of it. I got the big hole underneath. I tidied up the foam. Sometimes it shrinks a little bit. So I hit the gaps again. The pipe penetration here I also got with this bit of hose extension on the foam gun. So I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. So I'll put this back together, clean up a bit, and then talk about how it feels afterwards. One last little bit about using this. So interestingly, foam cures, the expanding foam from a can cures using water vapor from the atmosphere. So you can actually use that to your advantage. Sometimes you spray foam on something like plastic and it doesn't actually stick very well. But I just wet the end of this with a little bit of water from the sink and then put foam on it, and it helps it adhere to the end of this very well. So this doesn't look like a tool, but I use it as a spatula to smush foam. I sprayed foam on the end of this, and then in there, smushed foam into one of the hose entries in the wall. And that there's nothing else, no other way I could get at that. So this long stick was how I got to that hole. So you can use that to your advantage. Water cured foam. So that's how it cures. It takes time to really harden. So don't touch it until it's had time to cure with water vapor. The more humid it is, the faster it will cure. Okay, so a couple quick notes about how this turned out. I think it turned out all right. The bathtub is back to where it was. I'll clean up the dust. There wasn't any foam that was sticking out, so I didn't have to trim it back very much. But a couple bits about cleanup. So foam is the stickiest stuff you can imagine. But for cleanup, it doesn't actually have to be that difficult. So for things where you have foam stay stuck on the floor, this is a tile floor. For some substrates like tile, this, if you just let it dry, actually, it will crust over, and then you could just peel it away. It just scrapes right off. So that's actually not the biggest deal. Some substrates like linoleum, sort of plastic flooring, it will have a harder time here. I got a little bit on this before. It just rubs right off after it's dried. So if in doubt, let it dry and try to scrape it off later with a butter knife or something. So it's not the end of the world if you get foam on something. That is not true for your favorite shirt, though. So definitely don't don't wear your favorite shirt if you're going to do a lot of stuff with foam. This is quite a bit like spelunking, where you have to get into the crevices and try to reach around and get the last little bit. But already I can really feel a difference between before and now. So there's hardly any air coming out of here, not like it was before, and that's with the fan on. I think this is really going to do a lot to improve comfort, and that's the main point here. This bathroom is unfortunately very cold because of all the drafts in here, and this will be one part of trying to make that better. So I hope you enjoy the video, and leave comments if you have suggestions for how it could be made better. Otherwise, I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.